Okay, good morning, grade 8. I hope you are doing well. I've had a few questions about your portfolio task 3 for this term about the puppet show. So I thought I'd make a little video just to explain exactly what to do and hopefully answer your questions that you still have. Okay, so I asked you to choose 5 different characters. Okay, so choosing these characters, keep in mind that the characters must be quite vast and different from one another. For example, if you have a very clever girl, maybe a sporty guy, a teacher, a principal, and a dog and a cat. Okay, so they're very vast characters. As I said, they do not have to be human characters. So 5 different characters, any 5 different characters that you feel you want to include in your story. Then you write a little storyline for them. So if all of these 5 characters had to be in one story, what would the story be like? What is the beginning, the middle, and the end of a story? So please keep in mind the typical storyline. So you have an introduction, you have a climax, and then you have an end to the story. So be a little bit creative there. Then from the storyline, you write a dialogue for the 5 characters. So the 5 characters, if they had to speak to one another now in the story, to tell the story, what would they say to one another? And then you're going to make a puppet for each one of the characters. So you can choose if you want to do finger puppets, which would be the easiest because you have 5 fingers and you can let the characters speak to one another. Or you can do hand puppets, so with the sock. So you can make puppets out of socks. Or if you want to go way out, you can make dolls. So string puppets for the 5 characters. But you can really just do finger puppets. And then you do the performance. So then you perform the dialogue as the puppets that you have made. Okay, guys, so it's really, really easy. It's a 2 to 3 minute puppet show with 5 characters that you've made out of either socks or cardboard or whatever finger puppets. You can go onto YouTube and research how you can make puppets. But really, it's about the puppet show that you are doing. You can do it to children, so it can be a little children's story that you've made up. Please don't use existing stories because you have to write the dialogue. So it can be a little children's story that you've thought of and that you tell to children using the puppets. Okay, so it's really not difficult, guys. It's easy to get good marks. Let's just go through the rubrics. So firstly, polished. So is it a polished performance? Did you know what's going on? I can see on the video if it's polished or not. Is your puppets polished? Very nice, organized. Tone. Okay, so each one of the characters have their own little voice. Do I know when who is speaking? Creativity. Did you think about a storyline? Did you think out of the box a little bit? Applicable. So is the storyline applicable to the audience that you are targeting? So if you are doing, sorry about that. So if you are doing a children's theatre, a show, is it applicable to children? And then overall view, what did I think about your overall performance of the characters? Okay, guys, so it's really easy. If there's any other questions that you have, feel free to WhatsApp me or ask me on Google Classroom. But I think that is pretty straightforward. You then just send me the performance and I will mark it. Cool. Thanks. Enjoy your day.